Hi guys, welcome back to another favourites video. This is going to be my October favourites. It's currently mid-November, but I'm casting my mind back and I'm thinking, what did I love in October? And I've got some things here to show you and talk about, and I mean, you know the drill. You know the drill. I'm sorry that it's late, but you know what? I think it's kind of fun because you miss the first wave of favourites videos, and then just when you think, oh, you know, a favourites video is not going to come out now, that's where I come along. And I release it at a completely different time. It's all fun, you know, it's all fun and games when you come to my channel. But I've got a fair amount of things to talk about, so I'm just going to get straight on into it, starting with makeup. The first thing I wanted to talk about is this, and this is a mascara by Lolo. I did mention it in a couple of my previous videos. I mentioned that I've really been liking it, and indeed, throughout the month of October and the month of November, I've been reaching for this every single day. It's my regular mascara. It's in the shade black. I'm not sure if they do a brown one as well. It's a really nice black. It doesn't smudge. It's volumizing more than lengthening, but it definitely gives length as well. And just all round a lovely mascara. It's a drier formula, so I mean, mascara is quite a personal thing. Like, different people want different things from a mascara, you know, because we all have different lashes and, you know, different looks that we want with our lashes. So for me personally, I prefer drier formula mascaras, and this is the best vegan and natural mascara I've tried. But I'm only really comparing it to the 100% pure Maracuja oil mascara, which is alright. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't repurchase it because that one smudges, this one does not smudge at all. And also that's more of a lengthening mascara, whereas this is more of a volumizing mascara. And I actually compared this when I first tried it. I'll link my first impressions of this if you're interested in watching that and seeing how it applies. I am wearing it today, but if you want to see that video, then I will link it in the cards or down below. But yeah, I did, when I first tried it out, I compared it to the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which looks like this. Let's just compare the two. More in formula than in terms of the actual wand. They're both natural bristle wand mascaras, but the formula of the two is pretty similar. I do think the Too Faced one gives a tiny bit more volume, but this one is more natural. It's 100% cruelty free, whereas Too Faced is now owned by Estee Lauder, so I'm not going to be repurchasing this, which is annoying because I do think it's a really good mascara, but I've got one to replace it now, so I'm really happy with that, and I would recommend it if you're after a volumizing natural mascara, not too expensive as well for a natural product, natural makeup product. I think it's £12 off the top of my head, and you can get it on Naturissimo and a load of other websites. I'll link some places you can get it down below if you are interested, because I do think it's a really good one, and you know, not too much of a price point compared to some. I mean, even at the drugstore you can end up paying £11.99 for a mascara, so not too bad. Also, on the subject of eye makeup, I've been loving these two liquid liners. So the first one is by Lottie London, and this is a black liner. This is their Wing Woman liner. Lottie London, a lot of people don't realise they are cruelty free, and a lot of their stuff is vegan. So this is vegan, paraben free, gluten free, and I'm thinking of doing a testing video on a couple of Lottie London products because I do have a few things from them, and I'm sure they've got more vegan products in the line that are really good as well. If you're interested in that, let me know, or if you've got any particular products from them that you would like to see tested, then also let me know. But you can find them in Superdrug and also online, and online they clearly mark what is vegan, what is gluten-free, what isn't vegan suitable. I was so impressed with this. I think it's really nice. It's very black. It's a felt tip liner, so it kind of reminds me of the Soap & Glory Super Cat liner, so if you liked that, then I'm sure you'd like this. A lot of people think Soap & Glory are cruelty free. They might be cruelty free, but I personally don't, from the responses I've had from them, I don't really think that they are. They're just quite shady in their responses. They say they don't test on animals, but there's some questions they can't answer or refuse to answer. They're actually quite rude. Like, their customer service was quite rude, which is fine. Like, a brand can be rude to their customers but still be cruelty free and not test on animals. But just saying. But yeah, I think I might write up a blog post about Soap & Glory, because a lot of people think they're cruelty free, but I just wouldn't want people to be misinformed, so I might put all of the information I know about them in a blog post. But anyway, this liner is so nice. It's really black. It lasts a good amount of time. It's easy to get off but doesn't smudge like throughout the day. Just highly impressed with this, so definitely check it out if you're in the market for a new felt tip liner. Give this a swatch in store and see what you think. The other one I wanted to talk about is this, and this is the Kat Von D tattoo liner, which I have talked about before, but this one is in a different colour. This is a brush applicator as opposed to a felt tip applicator, so it's a slightly different application. It's this one here, but the colour is Mad Max Brown, so I was basically I usually get the shade Trooper, which is the black. Didn't have that in stock at Debenhams, which is the only place you can get Kat Von D in the UK, so I picked up this one. This was actually the only one they had left in any colour, so I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. And I've really like wearing brown liquid liner. Like, it's not something that had ever crossed my mind to do before, but it's a really nice effect, especially if you're going for a more natural makeup look, if you want something a little bit more subtle, something that I'd never thought to try before, but I really like the look of. The only thing I would mention, even though I love Kat Von D, I love her tattoo liner in general as a product, this shade seems to be very dry. A lot drier than the black one that I've tried before, the Trooper liner. Mad Max Brown seems to be just drier. It doesn't apply as nicely. I don't know if I got a dud one. I don't know if it's because it was the last one in stock and it'd been sat there for a while. I don't know if it's just the way it's formulated, but it is drier. So if you have that problem, then let me know, because I'd love to know if it's the actual shade itself or if it's just this individual product. Because as I say, it's definitely been a favourite. I've been wearing it a lot, but it's just a bit of a pain to apply. So yeah, definitely a favourite, but just something to note. I look like that episode of Doctor Who where they, you know, when they like, you know what, I can't bother to get into it now, but if you know, you know. I've got really sensitive backs of hands, so I don't like having stuff on my hands if I can help it. You know what? It's a look. It's a mining look. A nail varnish I've been loving is this one, and this is by the brand Beauty Without Cruelty, and it's the shade Heat of the Night. And I actually saw these in my local Boots. So Boots Nottingham is the best Boots you'll ever go to. Boots actually originated in Nottingham, and that's where they got their headquarters slash factory. So yeah, it's the they've got every single brand that Boots carry. They're in that Boots. And I've never seen this before. In terms of, I've heard of the brand before, but I'd never seen them in store, so I was really excited to see a vegan, cruelty-free and plant-based nail varnish on the shelves of a Boots. Like, I don't know, I just think it's really cool that this kind of brand is becoming more mainstream, more accessible, and this colour is so beautiful. It's what I've got on my nails at the moment. Before I went cruelty free, my favourite nail varnish was this one from Maybelline. It was from their Superstay range, and it was a colour like this. I think it was called Deep Wine or something. It was a colour that was, you know, a dark burgundy red, and I used to wear it all the time and I loved it. It was so glossy and really opaque on one swipe. And this is basically exactly the same. Like, it's such a close. I'd love to see if it's a dupe for it, because honestly, very similar in effect, and I love this colour nail varnish. It's my favourite. I'll either be wearing a burgundy nail varnish or I'll be wearing a nude nail varnish. Like, those are my two favourite colours to wear on my nails. The top coat's nice as well. I haven't tested this out fully to see if it chips, you know, prevents chips or not, but it is a nice glossy top coat. But this is the real star of the show. Like, it's such a nice colour. I would love to try more colours from them. So yeah, if you're in the market for a new nail varnish, or if you're in the Nottingham Boots, I would definitely recommend Beauty Without Cruelty. They also come individually boxed like this, so I think they would make really nice gifts. I think a top coat and a nail varnish is a really nice present to receive, so that's maybe something to note as a stocking filler or a gift idea if you've got a Secret Santa coming up or something. That could be a good one to go for. They're not cheap though, I would say. I think they're about £9 each, so not really cheap, but also some nail varnishes can be like £10–15, so yeah, it's all relative at the end of the day. A brush that I've been loving is this one, and this is by e.l.f., and I've just gone online to check the name of it because I couldn't remember, and it's their Beautifully Precise Airbrush Stipple brush. It's like a duo fibre. It's a very small brush. Let me see if I can find something to compare it to. So this is the M&S powder brush that I use all the time, quite a large powder brush, and that's it in comparison. It is very small, but it's a precise range. And for me personally, when it comes to e.l.f., their brushes are the star of the show. Like, some of their studio line brushes are better than high-end brushes that I've tried before. It's just insane how they can offer such good quality for so little money, and this is no exception. Like, I don't really know why I picked this up. I picked it up on a bit of a whim, and I think that one of the reasons why I've been liking it so much is because I've really been getting into blush recently, and it just applies the perfect amount of blush, because the thinner fibres, you know, the fibres that are longer, they pick up the perfect amount of product, so that you don't overdo it, because it is quite easy to go overboard on blush. Like, it's easily done, but this helps to stop that happening. And as I say, some of their tools are just amazing, like definitely the standouts. Although when I went online to see the name, it's only got 3-star. Let me see what people don't like about it. Okay, so it's only got 2 reviews. One is a 5-star, one is a 1-star. What is the 1-star saying? Oh, they're complaining because it's a small brush. Well, surely you can see it's a small brush before you buy it. Just saying. It is very small, but that's kind of why I like it, you know. And like it also doubles up really nice to set underneath the eyes, because it's just so soft and so gentle on the, especially on the under eye area where it's really, you know, it's a delicate area, you don't want to be too rough with it. It sets product really, really nicely. So I was loving that a lot in the month of October. And then a perfume I've been loving. This is the Pacifica Indian Coconut Nectar Roll-On Perfume, and I got this from Nadine. Thank you so much, babes. I love it, obviously, because it's in a favourites video. I just love these roll-on perfumes because they're so handy to have in your pocket or your bag to apply throughout the day. It's just very quick, very convenient to freshen yourself up. I feel like if you smell good, it makes you feel more confident, and it's just nice to smell nice, isn't it? And this is a very sweet scent. So if you don't like sweet scents, run for the hills, because this is very sweet. And I think the name is perfect. It is coconut nectar. Like, it's not too strongly tropical coconut, but it's like a very sweet, creamy coconut. So yeah, if that's not your cup of tea, then you're not going to like this. But the other one I really like from this range is Mediterranean Fig. That's more of a kind of candle home scent, you know, like a bit more of a sophisticated scent. But I love this. I love it so much. I'm so grateful to have been given this as a gift, because it's just it's such a nice sweet scent, especially when it's getting into winter. I always want to, I don't know, I like the sweet scents. I haven't grown out of that phase yet. I thought I was growing out of it, but it's, you know, it's pulled me back in. I wanted to mention a fashion favourite because I was looking for an oversized denim jacket ever since I stole Kate's. When we were at Reading, I borrowed her, I didn't steal it, I borrowed it for an evening, and I loved it. I just love the look of an oversized denim jacket. I think it's so cool, so effortless. And ever since I tried her one on, I wanted one for myself, and I found this in a charity shop, and I love it. It's such an easy look, like a casual, easy, undone look, you know, chucking on a denim jacket. It's just, you know, it's comfort and style. I mean, what more could you want? And it's got so many pockets, which I love, you know, inside pockets, outside pockets. The only thing I'm not mad about is it kind of jingles as you walk along. Like, these buttons, they're jingly buttons, but you know what, Christmas is coming up. See those sleigh bells ringling, ring ring a dingling. A food favourite I've been loving is this, and this is the rice flake porridge by Delicious Alchemy. Now, I love porridge, I love it, but I can't eat it anymore. I've already told you about this story. I'm intolerant to oats, which absolutely sucks, because oats are one of my favourite things ever. You can use them they're in so many recipes. I love a bowl of porridge. I love it so much. So this is not as good as regular porridge, I'm not gonna lie to you. Nothing is. Nothing ever will be. But when you want the comfort of a warm cereal, this is a good one to go for. And it's gluten-free, obviously dairy-free, vegan. Quite expensive. I'm trying to see if I can find any just rice flakes that are cheaper. Someone has asked me before, does it just taste like rice pudding? It doesn't taste like rice pudding. Well, it does in that, you know, it's rice based, but it's a very different consistency. It's more of a porridge consistency, whereas rice pudding is more of like a ricey, gloopy consistency. So yeah, I really have been liking this. It doesn't fill the void that porridge has left in my heart, but it does an okay job at being a kind of substitute outside of the void. Music wise, in October, what was I listening to? Cast my mind back. I really liked Loyal Kana. His new album is really good. He reminds me of the lead singer of Rizzlekicks, like a lot. But not Rizzlekicks music, but just the lead singer. Anyway, his music is really good, and I was just kind of rediscovering old albums. So I got into the Bon Iver album, or Bon Iver album, the most recent one, in October, because I never really, when I first listened to it, I wasn't a big fan, but then, you know, it was a grower, definitely a grower, so really liked listening to that. Mac DeMarco, or just nothing really new, a little bit uninspired with the new music coming out at the moment, but I feel like I'm maybe not looking in the right places. So I was listening to some of the Strokes old stuff, and Kasabian as well. I feel like I got into a little bit of a rut with music. Sometimes I'm in the mood, like really in the mood to find new music, and I seek it out, and I'll go to Rough Trade and listen to all the stuff that I haven't heard before, or I'll read Enemy and pick out every single band I haven't heard before. But sometimes I just want to listen to old stuff, like my brain does not want to listen to any new stuff. So I feel like I've just been like rediscovering old music. But, you know, oldies but goodies. I do get a couple of questions / requests to post my playlist, because, I mean, you guys seem to think I have good taste in music, which is one of the ultimate compliments, is it not? So I might start writing up playlists on my blog, maybe. I don't know, because I don't use Spotify anymore, so I might start writing up what I'm listening to on my blog. Might do that, might not, but if you're interested in that, also let me know. Other than that, I think that is everything I wanted to talk about. I think. Oh no, there was one thing I wanted to mention, an app.
I have a star thing.
Pardon? James, I'm in the middle of something.
Oh, hi.
So I've been using this app for ages, and it's a free app. It's called Music Video. So that's what the actual icon looks like. Now, I don't know if this is, obviously it's legal. It's essentially YouTube, but when you lock your phone. You know, if you're watching a YouTube video on your phone, you lock it, it will stop the video and won't keep playing. This one keeps it playing. So that's one thing I like about it. So if you want to like put your headphones in but listen to something on YouTube, you can do that. Say like a podcast or a song. And what I love about this is you can download videos to your phone, so then you can watch them offline, if you know what I mean. So when you don't have, say you're going on a long car journey, you can, you know, download a couple of videos and then watch them when you and not use your 3G or 4G. Now the only thing that's probably questionable about it is that these people that I'm watching their videos, they probably won't get ad revenue, or they won't get the statistics that I'm watching their video because it's not through YouTube. So that's why I'm kind of like, it might not be cricket, it might not be technically seen as okay to use, but I use this app all the time if I'm going on a trip or a journey. So I wanted to share it with you. I don't use it all the time. I watch everything else on YouTube whenever I have internet, but it's really, really handy. So for example, I've got a couple of Kathleen Lights videos, I've got some music on there that I've just downloaded at the top. Also a YouTuber that I really like at the moment, you know, I mentioned, I don't know if you remember, but I mentioned Mystery Monday by Bella Fiore. She does these unsolved mysteries. A YouTuber who does exclusively unsolved mysteries is Danelle, I'll put her name on the screen. Danelle Hallan. Danelle, that's such a cool name, Danelle. Like Danielle, but without the E. Danelle. Yeah, she does really, really good videos. If you're in the mood for like crime. What else did I watch in October? Oh, what didn't I watch in October? That's the real question. I watched so much Netflix. I watched the Lady Gaga film, which was really good. I like that. I watched all of Peep Show. I watched Mindhunter. Did I watch that in November or October? Mindhunter was alright. Bit of a slow one, but it's good. Gosh, I watched so many things. I just can't remember. But yeah, if you've got any recommendations at the moment, I'm really excited for Godless. That's coming out soon. It's got Jack O'Connell in. He's my favourite actor / individual male. He's just so talented and I love his accent. And if you don't know who he is, he was in Skins, it was Cook in Skins, and he was in Unbroken as well with Angelina Jolie. She directed that war film. He was the main guy in it. So yeah, I'm really excited for Godless. You know what, don't recommend me anything on Netflix because I've actually got work to be getting on with. I'm going to delete the Netflix app from my phone / unsubscribe for a few months because I need to actually get on with my life instead of watching TV, because it's just not productive. I also watch Stranger Things. I'm not a massive Stranger Things fan, but definitely the second season I liked more than the first season. But yes, that's everything I wanted to talk about. I hope you had a lovely October, and I hope you're having a lovely November, and I hope you have a great day, and hopefully I will see you very soon. Bye.